real things of this world. So anything of this world, if my happiness is based on things which I have achieved, right? Physical things will not give me happiness, will not give me constant happiness. What I'm looking for, happiness, always happy. That these things will not allow me to have always happiness if I'm relying on it. And how often you can buy new things? Right? So you cannot buy things also very often. Every day you buy new things, that will also not allow you to maintain that happiness, right? So a big house, $1 million house, one of the best car, all of that cannot give you constant happiness. Okay. So then what you are referring to, that I want to be always happy, what is that happiness? That happiness is internal happiness. It is not external happiness by achieving something, right? Getting a position, getting good grades will give you temporary happiness. You will feel good about it for some time. After that, it will not give you happiness, right? It is not the source, right? Isn't it? So, internal happiness can be of what? Of whatever life I am living, right? The how I do manage the things, that will give you happiness. Right? It is like many times what we think is happiness. I will be happy when I will have good grades. I will be happy when I earn this much money, right? If I do that, what I'm doing, I am conditioning my happiness. So I will be happy when I will get good grades. When I will get good grades, maybe say for example the exam is after 6 months. So what I'm doing, I'm delaying my happiness for 6 months because I have to wait until that result is out. After that, I will be happy because that is what I have conditioned myself with. Right? If someone talks to me nicely, then I will be happy. What if that person doesn't talk to you nicely? Right? So don't condition your happiness. If you condition your happiness, then there is very less margin to be happy. And you are prolonging your happiness. Okay? So happiness should be your state of mind. Okay? And that state of mind can be that when I think good. Think good for myself, think good for others. Then only I can be happy. Right? So there could be a scenario, right? Someone tells me something, insults me, right? I have a choice, right? If that person, whatever that person has said, and I really took it really close to my heart, and then I start thinking about, oh, this person told me this. I'd never ever expected that this person will tell me bad about myself. I'm really shocked. If you keep on thinking like that, what will happen? You will be more and more unhappy, right? More and more feel down, right? And say, for example, if I think, right, it's okay, maybe that person is in bad mood. That is why that person said it. I know this person very well. He will never say anything bad about me. And I don't think about it. I let it go, right? In both the situation, right? Who was thinking? I was thinking, right? So, kind of choice which I make based on whatever has happened will make me happy or unhappy. So, happiness is nothing but a choice. Okay. If you choose to be happy, you can be happy. Okay. In the first case, what you are doing, someone did something, said something to me, but if I accept it, right, then what will happen? Then what I am giving to myself, I am giving sorrow to myself. So ask yourself, do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? If I really love myself, then hmm, then shall I think like that? Someone who has insulted me, does it make sense even to hold it, right? To think upon it, sit on it. Does it make sense? Right? So if I really love myself, then I will never think bad about myself, right? Learn from your mistakes and move on, right? If something wrong you have done, improve yourself. That's all. Right? So that is what being happy means. I will be light. Being happy means I want to progress all the time. And so if I want to progress, then I will have to overcome those things, right? And happiness will give you that energy to overcome it, to see things in a positive light, right? If my aim is very high of being happy no matter what, right? So if you keep your goal higher, then you will see that even you are put up into situations and difficulties, you can overcome it. Okay. But what happens is, in terms of relationship or whatever I do, there are desires, right? That if I do this, I will get this, if I do this, and there are very subtle desires, and which I need to acknowledge or realize, right? Certain time a desire could be that someone should respect me. A desire could be that okay, I should be something, right? A status, someone should give me regard, right? So there could be desires, these little desires, desire of winning something, become victorious about something. So desires are there, and these desires creates feelings and emotions, right? And if it is not achieved for whatever reason it is, then you will feel low. Right? Then you become unhappy because the desire, the subtle desires which you have, is not, you are not getting the expected result out of those desires. So if I really want to be happy, what I need to do is have less expectation, right? Keep a very high goal, work for it, but don't have desires that okay, what I should have and what I should do. Have desire of being happy all the time. Have desire of that I should always be peaceful. These desires will motivate you. Okay. Other desires, if it doesn't meet, then you will feel low about it. Right? But these desires, when you keep, because every human being lives with this desire that I want peace in my life, right? And I want to be happy, right? So these are eternal purpose of a human being. And so live for that eternal purpose, right? And don't have limited expectations, right? So that I don't get into those limited expectation, and then when it doesn't meet, then the result could be frustration, result could be being annoyed, being upset, all these little things which are there. I don't go into that, right? And for having this eternal happiness all the time with you, I have to constantly work with myself. Constantly have to work. Always see wherever you are, in whatever moment you are, see the brighter side. Right? And if you always keep the brighter side in your perception, right, in your efforts, then you will see that you will very easily stay happy. Okay. So don't give up when the situations are stronger. Don't give up. Because when you are happy, when your aim is of happiness, then that force will come, that power will come from within, how to overcome that. Right? And it is my my own personal choice. It is how I look at things. So if I look at things in a positive way, then things will come out really better. Right? Then you can be master of your own happiness. Because my happiness is not dependent on something or someone. Right? My happiness should be on my own. Right? How I think, how I feel. People may make me feel bad, but I can make my feel myself better. Right? How? By speaking good to yourself. Right? Many times someone is down, what do you do? You also fall down? No, right? Oh, my friend fell down, I also should fall down. Do you do that? No, right? What do you do? Hmm? When someone falls down, then you give them support, you give them help. So these situations are there where someone has fallen, right? Someone who is feeling low will make you feel bad, isn't it? Isn't it? So what I have to do? I have to uplift them. So how can I fall down then in that situation? How can I surrender myself? Oh, someone said something bad to me and then I take it. Right? So instead of that, I uplift myself and I uplift others also. Someone who has said maybe he's in bad mood, maybe let me give him good vibrations, good thoughts to that person so that that person also becomes happy. Right? Because the spiritual principle of life is whatever you want, that is what you give. Right? What do you want in life? Happiness. So what I have to do? I have to give happiness. If you give, then you will receive happiness automatically. Right? If you understand this principle, then what will happen? You always give. And when you give, what is it? Someone who takes, his hand is like this, right? And someone who gives will be like this, right? So giving is always an upper hand. Understand that, right? So in any situation, what you have to do? You always give. Become a donor. And when you give, you will automatically receive it. And you are not dependent on that person. Right? Sometimes what happens? So we give happiness, we think that we will receive happiness from them. But there is a law, right? You don't have to worry about it. If you give happiness, you will automatically receive happiness from somewhere, from someone. You will definitely receive it. You try this principle in life and you will see that it every time it works. It doesn't go waste. It is said that whatever you throw in the universe will give it back to you. So don't worry about that. Oh, this person did something to me. Generally, what is the tendency? If someone has done something wrong with me, I will do something wrong with that person. And if you do that, will you be happy? Definitely not, right? So if even though someone has done something wrong to me, what I should do? Let me be wise, let me be sensible and give happiness. Share blessing. So from my heart, what should come is let me bless this person. Even though that person has cursed me, even though that person has insulted me, even that person has made my life miserable, give a blessing. If you give a blessing, then what you are doing is you are making yourself free from their feelings, their vibrations. You are untouchable then. Their vibrations, their feelings will not touch you then. Why? Because you kept an upper hand, right? So this is how you can manage yourself in spite of whatever the situation is, right? So try this, right? When things goes worse, become more positive for yourself and for others. And you will see that your stability of mind will not be shaken. Your happiness will not be shaken. Your happiness will remain constant, right? And seeing yourself that you are very stable in these situations, you will feel proud about yourself. And that is what I am looking for in myself. Right? So don't give up. When you give up, what do? You become disheartened with your own self. Right? So don't give up and give whatever you want to experience continuously. Having a big heart, give. Give happiness. Then your happiness will not be stolen because now you are in control. You are not given the button, the remote to someone else, right? Don't give the remote to someone else, right? Let them do something. And for that, what I have to do? I have to remain stable. You don't react back, right? When you react back, what happens? Then that person knows that, oh, this person is not happy. So what they will do? Second time, they will do the same thing so that you will become unhappy, right? But if you don't give any negative sign back, you don't react back, what will happen? This person will say, this is not working. So that person may try something different next time. But after some time, that person will know that nothing is working and that person will stop troubling you. Right? Because it's what you are giving is a very subtle signal you are giving that I am not affected by it. I still am happy. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't buy it. Right? But that can be seen by your face, by your giving. Right? That's where you become victorious. Right? So maintaining that stage of being happy no matter what will work wonders. You will see wonder in your life and others will see that wonder too. Right? And that is where I can become a role model. Right? That if someone wants to become like, then someone should live a life like this one. Right? So always stay happy, no matter what. Right? Life is the purpose of life is to be happy. And so while performing things, while achieving your goals, the aim should be that I want to do things while being happy. Not that when I will reach to that stage, I will be happy. No. Right? So if your aim is like that, then you will see that, yeah, happiness can be a way of life. Happiness can be all the time. So let's meditate and then you can ask questions. Okay. So let's go within, we'll reflect with ourselves, talk to ourselves, and experience this happiness within. Om Shanti. I sit comfortably and I take my attention inward. I am now aware that the outer world is of different situations, circumstances. Outer world is people around me, people's thoughts and feelings, people's perception. But there is also an inner world, and that inner world is of my thoughts, my feelings, my perception. Both are two different worlds. And I am the master of my inner world. And being the master, I can create my own thoughts. I can create my feelings, irrespective of what the outer world throws at me. I am responsible for my thoughts and my feelings. And let me be in charge of this. Let me have pure positive thoughts for myself. My sole purpose of life is to have peace and happiness in life. When I live my life peacefully and happily, I see myself with that respect and dignity. And I want to hold this beautiful vision for my own self. My happiness and peace totally depends upon my feelings. I am not dependent on anything and anyone. peaceful being. Visualize a divine point of peace sparkling at the center of the forehead. And through this point of peace, waves of peace are emerging. Giving me an experience of total peace. I am a point of peace and gradually radiating peace in the form of vibrations. I am a happy soul. I have a wonderful understanding about life. Peace and happiness is my original nature. Let me feel the peace and the happiness. I now understand what life is about. And having an elevated perspective gives me internal power to remain always happy. Recollect the memories where I maintain the internal happiness. Happiness is a state of mind. And when I am in the happy state, I can see things positively. I move forward with hope. sign of being happy is never lose hope, never give up. I have inner freedom. Inner freedom to create my own thoughts and feelings. And when I exercise my inner freedom, then I see the results of my own thoughts and feelings. So create a beautiful vision about yourself. Create a vision of how you want to see yourself happy as. And to have this beautiful vision come into reality, I just have to understand and bring this principle in life that I have to give. I have to share happiness. The more I give, the more I receive. It is a law of nature. And so let me have a big heart and let me share with people who have behaved differently with me. This is a great donation at this time. So become a great donor and donate your positive feelings to whoever who has given sorrow, and make yourself free from it. wisdom. Let me not hold it. Share good wishes and pure feelings with a generous heart. Let everyone be happy. Anyone has any questions? So there is one question where the question is how to handle if your friend constantly lies. If you know that they lie, right? Anyone who is telling lie is going to tell you on the face? No, right? So what do you have to do? You have to find your own way out. Simple, right? And knowing that will bring stability also, right? That someone is telling lie, you know that. If you know that, see, if you don't know it, then it's a different situation, right? Then you are fooled, right? But if you know it, then manage yourself in a way where it doesn't affect you. Because it is someone's, accept the personality whom you are working with. Once you know the personality, then you will always find a solution, right? So find your own way of dealing with it. Simple. And you will know what are the ways how to deal with that, right? So that I can keep myself safe, I can stay happy, and I can handle that situation, right? Yes. How to remain happy when you have lost somebody whom you loved, right? So for that, I would say that yeah, someone has left the body, right? Yeah. So here in Raj Yoga meditation, we teach that what is the life actually. So life is nothing but life. We start living when the soul actually takes the body, and then the life begins actually. And so we explain in a way that it is like a sun, right? Sun rises in the morning and sun sets in the evening, right? We say that. But does really sun sets or sun rises? No, right? Because sun rises in maybe east, right? But then sun is setting from the west. That is why the sun is rising in the east, right? So sun, the function or the ability of the sun is to constantly give rays, right? Constantly give light. So in the same way, soul's now function or the ability is to constantly radiate that energy, right? But what happens when the body is not healthy, right? Or something happens to the body, then the soul cannot live in that body, right? So that is why we say that it is a death. And we think the birth is the beginning and the death is an end, but it is never like that. It is always a continuous thing, right? So if we understand that, then yeah, because this is also part of life, right? And we have to. Is there anyone who said that okay, we have love for one another so much, so we'll live together, right? Leave this world together and leave the world, live in this world together. It is not possible. That is again it is again, this is what life has to offer, right? It is like a train, right? In a train, when you board the train, you will find that many passengers are there in the train already, right? And many passengers board the train at that time when you board the train, right? And many passengers get off from that train at that same station, isn't it? So that's what life is. The life has to continue, right? So that we have to, it is very hard or difficult to accept, but once you understand that is what life is, then you understand that and you accept it. So then it becomes easier to accept, even though it is very difficult, but then you know you will be able to move on, right? Because that is the reality of life, and the more I ignore it, it is not going to help. So accept that reality of life, that yeah, no one whom I love or whom I live with is going to stay with me forever. It is not possible. So those are wrong expectations, and if I have those kind of expectations, then it is difficult to handle life. Mute everyone. If they have any question, they will raise a hand. Mute everyone. Okay. So yeah. Right. So yeah, it is very difficult, but you have to accept it and move on, right? Because I have to live my life, right? So it is difficult, but yeah, there are always ways. And you will find that when that phase passes away, then you are seeing that, yeah, still life is possible, right? So never give up in that sense, too, right? Because I have come with my own purpose. Someone came with some another purpose. Or maybe somewhere along the line, the purpose was common, right? But when someone leaves, then I have to still continue, right? So, you're welcome. Yes.
If I'm always happy, let's say I'm able to achieve happiness, I'm always happy, then what would be my motivation to do anything else? Because I'm already happy and achieved it.
Right. So the question is that if I'm always happy, then what is the motivation to achieve something, right? So again, as you said, that happiness you want always, right? So happiness is again a state of mind. It is nothing about achievement. But you will always see when you are happy, when you are feeling good, what kind of thoughts will come, right? I want to do this, I want to. So you will always have thought. It is not that okay, you will not have any thoughts, because when you are happy, you are more hopeful. You will try to do good for yourself, for family members, for community. You will always think good about it, and that is your actual contribution, because that will make you even feel better, right? So that feeling, you will be able to keep it. It will be constant. Basically, it will keep on generating those positive feelings, right? That if I am happy, what you will do? If you are happy at this moment, what you will do, right? You will do something which will make others happy, right? That is what you will do. So that is a very natural way, that is a natural awareness, a feeling which I should have. And if I am having, then what I'm going to do is I am going to make others happy also. So you will, whatever you do, say for example, you will do job, you will do job better, right? So everything, whatever you will do, you will see that you will beautify it when you are happy, right? Because you know that if someone is sad, if someone is upset, Even if some person walks out from this hall being upset, you will know it. How? By the way they will walk, they will make more sound, right? So that feeling, it is, you cannot hide it, right? So basically what I mean to say is that when you are happy, you are constantly radiating that happiness, and where everyone will feel that this is how I should be, right? Because that is the highest and perfect way of living life, right? So you will be able to achieve much more when you are happy. Right? It is not that, okay, I'm happy, so now I will sit back. That thought will never come. You will think of sitting and not doing something when you feel low, when you are unhappy, when you are depressed. Then you will think that, no, I don't want to do anything. But if you are happy, you will think, oh, well, I should meet this, I should call this one. You'll be more bubbling with energy when you are happy, right? So it will be other way around. Okay. So keep that enthusiasm, keep that energy of happiness. Right? Because then the purpose of life is, you will see, experience that purpose of life, right? So a purpose of life is worth living. Being happy and living life is worth living. And so don't waste your moments in minute, small things. Someone said something to me, someone insulted me. These are all small things. So don't pay attention to that. Work on yourself, move on, progress. Okay. Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Okay. Have a wonderful evening and always stay happy. Right? Okay. Thank you. And see you next Tuesday. And we have one more announcement. We have a Raksha Bandhan program. In the one There is one on Friday, which is in Hindi language, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And we have another one on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 12:30. So I think the first one is on 25th and another is on 27th. So what is Raksha Bandhan is, generally we celebrate this festival, right? But then what is the significance of it? Why we celebrate this festival? How protection we can receive? So there are many things, many spiritual aspect of it. It would be worth listening to it, and then with that understanding, if you celebrate this festival, it will have more meaning to it. So come, please join us either Friday or Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Om Shanti.